Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. Website on the bottom is liminal11, liminal11.com. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as in apple, use an umbrella. Okay. What do we have for Libra? Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. That's a very full moon feeling there. What is that? Alright, well, it could be something about the full moon coming in here. It's the first thing that popped into my brain. That's good, too. Ooh, Libra, what's going on? Ow. Alright. I mean, not that you don't deserve a great reading. Obviously you do. But I'm just like, it's almost very sunshine rainbows a little bit here. Ironically, I'm noticing this one card. You may not believe that you have this good time coming. There's something that you want. There's something that you worked at. You just don't feel like it's working, or at least you don't feel like you're included in it. You need to be included in this, that's for sure. I feel like the structure's been pretty stable without me. Everything is fine, but I feel like I'm on the outside of it. That's very interesting. It's one of the reasons I like this deck, because they use different interpretations than the standard ones that I'm used to, and it kind of pulls your brain outside of the box. And I feel like this situation might be a very outside of the box feeling too, in the sense of like, maybe you've monitored it, maybe you've helped it, but you've been on the outside for the most part. Or it's kind of like, maybe you've been very active in this situation, but you've felt kept on the outside. You couldn't get in where you wanted to get in, so, and it was kind of like, if I try to muscle my way in, it just doesn't seem to work. It's just not my thing. So maybe you've been acceptant of that, or you've been accepting that for the most part. I feel like this is a person. I do feel like this is a person. You got the Star card here in this situation. Could be Aquarius. Doesn't mean you have to be dealing with an Aquarius person, but this is somebody who seems to be fairly compatible to you. For some reason, I keep getting somebody who's very intellectually adept, but may not be very chatty. They may be one of those listen ye much, talk ye little people. They listen a lot. They say something, they mean what they say. They have something important to say, but they don't chat too much. But they do hear everything that goes on around them. That person, I think they're on the inside. Can we just be sure on that? Are they on the inside of the situation? The Sun card, half in, half out. 5 of Pentacles. I do feel like they're on the inside, but maybe they don't want to be. Why would they not want to be? They feel like they're on the inside, but they can't get out. You're on the outside, but you feel like you're on the outside and can't get in. Ooh, this might be a very interesting connection. It's very ironic, because they don't seem to want to be on the inside the way they are. Maybe not the role that they are. Maybe that's a better way to put it. So maybe not so bad that they're on the inside, it's the way they fit on the inside. And there's like this evolution coming forward with this. They want to feel more comfortable in this situation. I do feel like they've been watching you and listening to you. And I feel like they're looking at this like, you know what, Libra, somehow I could get you in here with me. Maybe this could be better for both of us, because it seems like you want to be in here. I don't really care for the position I'm in. I don't even know if I want to be in on the end. I don't even know if I want to be on the inside of this. But if I have you in here, I just feel like this could possibly go better for me, because I feel like maybe you keep some of this away from me, and you could deal with it. And it seems like you kind of want to. You want to know that stuff. You seem to be very inquisitive, and you get information where you need to. I hear things that I really rather not, but maybe that would work for you. You'll find out this information, you'll know what to do with it. I can put you here, you can keep me up to date on what's going on. I don't have to be involved in everything. We both seem to be happy. Because they're looking at this like you might have a strong purpose here if I can get you in. And if you can work this with me and you can, make it so I don't have to deal with it as much, but still I don't have to worry about it at the same time because you'll let me know if I do, maybe I can trust you with this. That's why they want you here. Because you would balance that out for them. To where they still know what's going on, but they don't have to be involved in every little thing. They seem to think that you would enjoy that more than they currently do. You could also bring a little bit more depth to the situation. That's another thing here. Before I let this go, I'm also feeling like you could bring more depth to it. That's one of the reasons they feel like they have to stay connected with it, because other people just say things and they're not paying attention to what's going on around them. Sometimes people say things a little off color or just a little bit like it just seems like it doesn't mean anything, but if you listen closely, you're like people are giving heads up about what's about to happen if you're really paying attention. You can add more depth. When you perceive things, when you pay attention, you see a little deeper. You don't just go, oh, there's chatter, there's sound, who cares? You're like, people are chatting, and I'm noticing who's chatting with who and what subjects they're talking about. Maybe it's not related to the situation directly, but you can tell how somebody gets along, where they're heading in their course of life, stuff like that. How do they get you in? Full moon. It's an unexpected moment. I keep feeling a full moon connection here, because typically when the sun is in, for example, what is it now? I think we're in like Cancer? Yeah, I think we're in Cancer. So when the sun is in Cancer, when the full moon happens, it'll usually be in Capricorn. So it's like whatever the sun is in, the opposite sign is the full moon. So it's like, if you got Pisces, the opposite of Pisces is Virgo. So this is the Pisces card, this is the Virgo. So it's kind of like, I'm feeling like there's a full moon moment coming up. It doesn't seem like it's very tumultuous. There may be a little bit of chaos going on around this situation, but I don't feel like it's hitting you directly. I feel like I'm more like watching it, like, okay, it seems like this is a busy place. Okay, I'm just going to mind my P's and Q's so I don't end up in the middle of something. It's one of those moments, just like things seem to be a little bit out of control. Not bad, but opportunity, the door opens with opportunity when that happens. So it feels kind of like a full moon moment. So whenever you're watching this reading, I would say around the next full moon, you might notice a big change. After that happens, you seem to have this chance to get on the inside of this situation. There's a lot going on around you. You have a lot of little pieces of information. I mean, I see it all going on around you, but what are you doing with it? Because if you're on the inside... Ooh, you're putting out fires. Oh, you are. You're putting out fires. Ten of Wands reversed, and is that the Tower card? The Tower card. The release of stress, like some people... I just feel like they're having a difficult time working with each other. I feel like you're bringing down the energy. Not in the sense of, like, agreeing with people, like, oh, yeah, they suck. Like, not like that. Kind of like, oh, yeah, that one? Well, this is what's going... I noticed that they're dealing with this and they're dealing with that. So I don't think they meant to, like, forget to help you with that. What I think happened is that they got so caught up in that, and, that is something that needs to be taken care of, too. Their plan was to finish that, I believe, and then come help you, but that just kept getting worse, and they couldn't leave it halfway there. It's kind of like, when you're cooking something, you can't get halfway through a meal, cooking it, and just go, I'll do it some other time. You got to kind of either finish it up or either take enough steps so we can save, but they were just in the middle of things. You seem to be diffusing problems, especially with that Ten of Wands reversed. Some people have a hard time dealing with each other, and I feel like you're taking that out of the equation. Before something becomes a blow-up issue, you seem to be diffusing it, kind of like, oh, I saw this going on. I don't think they meant that maliciously. This is what I think happened because of this and because of that. And you know how they do this, and you know how that going, and they were helping this person, blah, 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 blah. You seem to be bringing a lot of peace to the situation. Oh, well, I was saying, why isn't that card out? It is out. It's right here. You're bringing some peace into the situation. And it's easier for people to get along. this is one of the reasons that person wanted you in on this situation. They thought that you could do that. Maybe this is something that they do normally and that they don't really care to do. They have to keep putting out these fires and bringing down the energy and getting people to get along and showing people a different perspective about what's going on around them instead of getting upset. Okay, I'll even show that one. It makes it better for everybody. It's a healthy moment. You're very welcomed in this situation after that. There are people here with insecurities. They get a little crazy. They get a little wild every now and then. But they seem to be pretty good at heart. I don't really feel like a negative energy. Granted, this is a general read, but people seem to be quite receptive to you because they'd rather get along than not. The situation may be stressful enough on its own. If somebody else is there to help people iron out the bumps and bruises, it's just happier for everybody. People prefer to get along, at least at this point. I think you're going to like this. That is the... Things aren't going to be super easy. Oh, okay. This isn't bad. It's the 10 of Wands, which is success, but there's going to be some struggle with it. It's not the worst. There's going to be different issues that constantly come up. There's people who kind of play a poker face on certain things. You got the love card coming in. You got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. I feel like you're going to be very, very locked into this situation. But with the 10 of Cups, I think you're going to like it. There's a lot going on here. You're going to be very locked into this situation. The person that you're helping out very much appreciates it. That's one of the reasons you're locked in, because they were like, oh, you take care of that? You like taking care of that? Okay, you keep taking care of that. You just make sure you keep me in the loop. We're cool. I'll keep you there. I'll do what I can to keep you there. You are very effective. I feel like this is one of those moments in your life where you're going to see where you have to keep a very sharp eye on certain things because your words carry a lot of weight. And that's one of those, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's kind of like for me, when I'm doing readings, I can't have too much of a sense of humor sometimes because sometimes that makes people nervous. But at the same time, you got to kind of make it comfortable and likable. So, and I feel like when every word you're saying is being very closely taken seriously, you got to be very careful about how you say stuff. Not make it too serious, but make sure you realize how people are absorbing your information. I do feel like I like it. You definitely are going to need to have something on the outside of this. So if you're a person that tends to work and you work a lot, I would very highly recommend to keep this in balance and to keep loving this and to keep enjoying this. Having some type of group or organization you're a part of outside of this situation that you can enjoy yourself and just relax and not have to worry about what people are thinking or doing. So you can step away from this, just have a good time and not worry about things. And that way when you come back to this, you can just, that way, like if you're stepping away and you're a part of something else, you can just relax and just talk the way you want to talk without worrying about every little word that comes out of your mouth. Because during this situation, I feel like you're going to have to worry about every little word that comes out of your mouth. You seem to like it. It's very enjoyable, but if you have that balance, I feel like it's not a problem. If you don't have that balance, I feel like it could become overwhelming every now and then because you're going to feel drained. So just see that going into it, you'll be fine. I feel like you'll find something to balance that out. Even if you have like a couple friends, like 1-2 friends, that you just go every once or twice a month, you go and do something, maybe even if it's just out to dinner or something, whatever it is, if you at least have that, you'll be able to balance it, you'll be fine. Are we good? Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.